What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? What up? What up? What up? What is going on? Those longs yesterday helped me pass my eval. W. Using code key right now. Time for automatic profitability. W, bro. That is how we do it. That is how we do it. So we did hit that fair value gap. Okay, so if you guys remember last night, in last night's stream, I briefly went over the draw. And the draw was this fair value gap, right? This gap. I wanted it a little bit higher, to be honest with you. So we didn't quite get as high as I wanted it to go. However, we did hit this gap and we are seeing a rejection from it. We got a 15-minute change in state of delivery. So 15-minute flow model coming out of this 4-hour fair value gap. Hourly fair value gap as well, right? So the setup to the downside is pretty nice. So coming into this specific day here, I am going to be looking for some downside for now until, you know, proven otherwise. So I'm looking for Asia lows again here, to be honest with you guys. So we'll see what this does. 15-minute BPR. Yeah, 15-minute BPR, I do think looks pretty good. This little 15-minute BPR right here, I do think it looks pretty solid. We'll watch this and see what happens here at 9:30. If we can trade up a little bit towards this gap and then back down, I think that's a good look. I do think it's a good look. Not looking at 4-hour VG. No, yeah, this 4-hour VG I'm for sure considering here as well. So I'm going to mark this out. Definitely something to consider as well. But the overall bias here was definitely bearish, right? That's something to keep in mind. The overall bias was bearish. So, you know, I'm thinking that we might actually play into that, you know? So, but if we don't, this 793.50... very, very good level for a potential long there. 793.50, very good level for a long. Beautiful level. Like, if we get a long, it probably plays out off of this either 793.50 or the only other place it's going to play out of is 759.75. So, need this to bounce 795 or 759.75 if it's gonna you know see a move to the upside, right? So this is the level that we have to bounce to go back up. Otherwise this is bearish and it's just gonna come crashing down into the Asia low. Okay, I'm leaning a little bit more to the bearish side for sure. All right, I'm leaning a little bit more to the bearish side. So we'll see what it does, but Definitely would like to see it go lower first. I think we closed below 24,771 before 10 a.m. 771, yeah, it's possible. If it doesn't bounce this level here, the 793.50, it's gonna, that's where it's gonna go. All right, we have 20 seconds here. If you want to be a little risk on, this is not a bad limit with a 20-point stop loss. So 93 entry, 73 stop loss, not bad at all. That's what I would try if I was bullish here. Now, I'm not bullish, so this isn't like jumping out at me yet. There it is. What are we doing? What are we doing? Ooh, that would have been stopped out, I think. Yeah, that would have been stopped out right there. Didn't quite get to the 759. 759.75 did not quite get there. And just hit my last level, the 759.1. If it can't bounce here, this thing's just donezo. It's going lower. Yossi baby, what's up? What's up? There's no higher time frame after that stop price. Yeah, I mean this is a 15-minute, right? This is a 15-minute gap. After this, there's nothing, right? 15-minute, that's it. See, he's trying to give a little bounce here, but I think this is just gonna get eaten up. Like this is not gonna last at all. This bounce that we were getting here, I don't see that lasting. 759.75 was the level there. I mean, so far off the level, we're at 50 points. Not bad. This here is the perfect bearish entry. That 15-minute gap is the perfect bearish entry. No, I didn't take this trade. Again, I'm looking more for shorts. I'm leaning more short side. So these two levels I pointed out for upside. I'm not looking for upside here. I'm looking for downside. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to completely ignore these long levels, although they are here. Worth noting, but not something I would execute on. YM took the FVG. Well, neither ES or NQ did, and I ideally I like to see one of them take it. Preferably NQ is the one that takes it. So, bro must have slept like a baby after passing everyone's evals. I mean, you know, PDL is drawing liquidity today. Nah. I would think even lower. I mean, I think PDL is a nice target, or yesterday's midnight is a nice target too. But yeah, I do agree. I think better chance that we go lower from here than higher. This is the Julius swing here. No, this is the Judas swing, not a Julius swing. 840, a good short entry. 840. I mean, what do you see at 840? OT of that range? I don't know. What do you think about weekly profile? Weekly profile here is incomplete. Yeah, I'm gonna skip this song, bro. I don't like it that much. Skip. Yeah, incomplete weekly profile because we had a short day Monday, right? So we only have 4 days on the weekly candle here. So Yeah, weekly candles, weekly profile is incomplete. I've just been trading it day by day, really, right? Like new buys every day almost. You can take 859.50 if it gets there. 859.50. I mean, what, like CE of this gap? That's 860.5. 860.50. I don't think it gets there, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't think it gets there. 1 minute flow model. I wouldn't take it. We don't have 1 minute flow model here yet out of the 15-minute gap, but I wouldn't take it personally. Oops. You're not aiming for the daily FVG? No, it's rejecting the 4 hour, so no, I'm not. Otherwise, it would have bounced here. Like, we would have already seen a fire-ass bounce off the 759 level. But, like, we got a little bit of a bounce, and it's just trading right back down. I'm just waiting for, like, a setup to actually show up, like an executable setup. Because right now, we don't really have that, you know? Nothing here on a 5 minute that I would like to see at least. So we just waiting here. We just waiting. Just waiting and watching. He's not holding the bullish 4 hour. 4 hours through this, bro. Look at the 4 hour. It's through the gap. I mean, we won't know until it actually closes, right? If it's going to hold the gap or not. Because it's a 4 hour, so we have to wait for the 4 hour to close. But, I mean, look, it's right back down to this level. That's not a good look. My boy passed an Apex with your stream last night. W. Look for anything specific on the 5 minute. 5 minute, I used to basically just kind of... If I look at the 15 minute, for example, if I look at the 15 minute and the 15 minute is telling me a bullish story, okay, I would just like to see a 5 minute add confluences to that by giving me 5 minute gaps that are inside of those 15 minute gaps, or, you know, like something of that sort. Usually I look at the 5 minute to stack more PD arrays inside of already a higher time frame PD array. That's the main purpose a 5 minute serves. Or I'll use the 5 minute, obviously, if we have a 1 hour gap or 1 hour PD array, we use the 5 minute for a buy or sell model. So I look for a change in state of delivery on a 5 minute. But other than that, that's it. That's the only purpose a 5 minute serves for me. That's the only time I ever go on a 5 minute. Still just trading around this area. Nothing has happened. This is not worth executing yet. I think we wait until we get a little bit closer to this close, and then we kind of see what this thing is going to do. Also, keep in mind, 2 p.m. today is the FOMC meeting minutes. Now, the way the market's moving right now, I don't think it's going to have that much of an effect on the market. Obviously, we already know it's not going to have too much of an effect, just because of the fact that it's just meeting minutes. It's priced in, you know. Okay, so this candle is now flipped green, which it already did before, right? But let me tell you guys the bullish scenario here. The bullish scenario is if this candle, this current 15-minute candle, is to close above this one, right? That gives us a 15-minute change in state of delivery coming out of this 4 hour gap, right? So that would be the bullish scenario here. If we get a 15-minute closure above there in the next 5.5 minutes, that's my cue that this thing wants longs instead. Okay. And then this level would have been like, you know, temporary low. But so far, I'm still leaning more downside. Still leaning more downside. If 10 a.m. versus 4 hour, can it be used as a PDA for short? Yes, it can. It can. It absolutely can. 100%. We just put an SMT here with ES, like this, that high. We just put an SMT with ES. ES did not hit that 15-minute gap upstairs yet. I feel like one of these things has to hit the 15-minute gap, right? I don't know. We only have 4 minutes left until this 15-minute closes, so we'll see how this this closes. 4-hour CE is, yeah, it is. Nah, the real entry is right down here, the 759 level from the 15-minute gap. Bro, I've given you guys so many of these levels by this point. Like, dude, it's crazy work. I'm giving you guys way too many bottom top tick levels, bro. Yep, ES just hit that gap. ES just hit that 15-minute gap right there. 3 minutes left till this closes. Let's see. My family's starving. I should get it. You get a free disc? Yes, I do. I do. Send the link to the disc. Just there you go. There you go. It just got put in the chat by Nightbot. Entered on longs. Yeah, I'd like to see this 15-minute close. Before I do that, I stop break even by appointment and goes to TP. We don't have an Instagram command div. You silly little man. Apex 90% off. Apex 90% off is until the 24th. Until the 24th. There it is. Minute and a half left here now until this closure. Need to wait for the closure to really, like, do anything here right now. Need to see the closure. Is your Apex on live or PA? They are PAs after I just passed them last night in front of you guys. Can't activate them obviously until the end of the day today, but yeah. I'm gonna quickly just still on the Apexes and they're passed, so I need to switch my accounts. I'm gonna go to my TPT Fundies, and there we go. Okay, looks like we're gonna get the closure here, which is a definitely a good look. What I'm gonna do is, I mean, we got way too much risk here to take a a mini. So I'm gonna have to switch over to MNQ here. Switch over to MNQ. I'll take this on MNQ if we can do it. I'll take it on MNQ. Okay, we did it. Try it out. Pretty wide stop loss, so make sure you guys, I mean, dude, there's a damn near 100-point stop loss here, so make sure you guys are aware of that, bro. Size according to this stop loss, okay? Don't size too heavy, don't go crazy. Size according to the stop loss here. Daily high is where I would be looking to take a trim. Only 3 micros here for me on the funded. And yeah, that's it. 15-minute change in state of delivery coming out of the 4-hour fair value gap. Pretty simple. Once we inverse this 15-minute here, I would be looking to obviously move the stop loss a little bit higher. Not break even yet, but definitely a little bit higher. And then we go from there. Are you fasting? No, it's tomorrow, bro, over here in the United States. Or at least in, like, I'm pretty sure in the United States, or maybe the East Coast. I don't know. Daily FVG. If this starts trading to the upside, then you know that is a very good draw. The daily FVG is a very good draw. The 15-minute inverses, how's the 10 a.m. PO3 supposed to play out? Either this wick right here, right? Or it's going to play out into the 15-minute inverse. Like, those are really the only 2 ways that it could play out. But this 15-minute wick is still going to be valid, all right? But not just this 15-minute wick, the 4-hour wick as well. So it could really play out into either of those. Either of those it could play out into. Yeah, waiting for 10 a.m. is not a bad idea. I just got triggered into this entry because this is a flow model trade here, so I was like, flip it. Flip it, might as well. Keep in mind, we do have this 15-minute fair value gap here. And now this 15-minute may deliver a bearish... Ooh. Oh, hello. Yeah, if this closes here in 30 seconds, this will deliver a bearish flow model, right? From this high. Bearish change in state of delivery on the 1 minute. Obviously, we prioritize the higher time frame a little bit more. So I would continue staying in this trade until the stop loss is hit, right? Like, I'm fine with this. Is going to be about $400 of risk, which is okay with me. So make sure that's okay with you. But we are going to get that here in the next 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And boom, there's bearish 1 minute flow model coming out of the 15-minute fair value gap, right? So only reason that I'm still in this now is because of the fact that we are that this delivery from down here is obviously bullish 4-hour, bullish 15-minute change in state, and whatnot. So if you want, you could even size this down. Like, I'm in 3 micros. I could size down this into 2 micros as well, right? Until this comes and maybe hits the CE, and maybe might be worth picking that 1 micro back up. But yeah, we'll see what this does here. We still have 10 minutes left until the 4-hour open, bro. Still got a nice little grip left until this 10 a.m. open. Watching the videos trying to link my Apex account to my trading view. My Tradeovate username and password is not there. For your Apex account, it's on your dashboard, bro. It's on your dashboard. The login for Apex is on your dashboard. 15 weeks for longs. Yeah, not a bad look. I'm already in, so I wouldn't be taking it. But yeah, 780.5. This would be the better looking long here with much lower risk than the one that I'm in. We used to copy trade all your accounts. I use Tradecopia. Tradecopia is what I use. And I do have a code with Tradecopia. It's code KEY. So if you guys want to save some money off Tradecopia, you guys can use that code. Buddy may have copped some wealth charts. Yeah, bro. Do not buy wealth charts, man. It's not on my dashboard. Yeah, you might have just fried yourself and bought wealth charts or Rhythmic. Go to your accounts and make sure that it says Tradeovate. Make sure it says Tradeovate, bro. I mean, 20x Apex, I still have them, bro. Still have them. But I'm probably just gonna size aggressive, like size super aggressive, and either make a shitload of money or blow them like very, very soon. Because I want to start this next stack fresh with you guys. This is what I was saying on last night's stream. I want to start a fresh stack with you guys of 20 and just trade them with you guys in front of you, and take everybody to a payout, you know. Apex Canada, man. Asia live tonight? Yeah. Of course, of course. Did you pass all 20 fresh? Yes, I did. We passed them in the Asia stream last night. Passed them in the Asia stream last night. How much we got? 8 minutes left. Well, actually, seven minutes and some change left until this 4-hour open. So still got a little bit to go. Yep, I know FOMC meeting minutes at 2 p.m. Long's looking super hot, delivering from OTE. Fire rejection from 1 hour and 4 hour CE. Rejection? You mean bounce? Yeah, longs definitely don't look bad right now. Like I said, we're seeing delivery from a 4-hour fair value gap here with a 15-minute buy model. So just kind of, you know, playing into that. We do need to start cracking this. We need to crack this high here to basically confirm longs, though. So we need to inverse this 15-minute, crack that high, and that basically just confirms the move to the upside. However, it might come all the way back down here one more time because obviously the 4-hour needs to be manipulated, and that 4-hour gap can... sorry, not this 4-hour gap. This 4-hour CE or 15-minute CE would be the only things here that could serve as a 4-hour manipulation leg. That's it. Even for the upside, there's no 4-hour manipulation leg at all. It'd have to be one of those CEs. Otherwise, it's going to be one of those days where the 10 a.m. just doesn't get a good manipulation leg at all. But if you're not in this trade yet, this is the better entry. The 80.5 is the better entry for sure, right? Much less drawdown there if it comes down there. Trying to inverse this. We have 5 minutes left, so hopefully we can inverse this 15-minute in the next 5 minutes, and it starts to look really, really good. I did get this well start. Yeah, bro, you got fried. That's a rookie mistake right there, bro. You're gonna have to buy a Trade-Evade account. There we go. We're through the high. Nice look. Just need a close up here, man, and it starts to look really, really good. Just need a closure now. Your lives really helped me tape read Asia. As you know, last night I said I was 17, nearly 18 using modes. Trying to find it right now, and got delayed data. Yeah, definitely get real-time data. That's gonna help you out a lot, brother. Definitely get real-time data. I'm sick. I trailed my SL too close. There's no reason to trail the stop loss yet, bro. Like, even if it closes up here, I'm not trailing the stop loss yet. I'll trail after the first TP. That's when I trail. I just want to give this trade enough room to at least come down into this CE if need be. Remember, this 4 hour has not had a manipulation leg, right? This new 4 hour that's going to open in 5 minutes. We don't have anywhere lower that this could go and trade into. So, you know, like, either this 4 hours is just going to open and pump, or it's just kind of like uncertain. So that's why I'm giving it a little bit of breathing room, right? You manage your trade how you want. If you think break even after this 15-minute inverses, go right ahead, right? If you think break even once this high sweeps, go right ahead. But you know, the way that I'm gonna do this, I am going to wait until that TP is hit. This is a very good partial area right here that we're about to reach up into. Very good partial area. Too late to enter? Come on, man. My TP level is 922 here, 962.5, and then I'm kind of just eyeballing it from there. We'll pick some more TP levels once this one gets taken. Beautiful look here so far on this trade. Beautiful look. 922 incoming, and there's 922. So that's your first partial TP. If you're in multiple contracts, you want to take some off. That is a great area right there to do so and realize some gains. Couldn't take this. SL was too big for me. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, it's not small for me either, but that's why I just sized down aggressively, right? There you go. There's the first partial right there. Partial up if you need to. Manage your trade. Manage your trade. Manage your trade. $10 might not manipulate. Yeah, I mean, there's nowhere for it to manipulate, really. Like I said, unless it goes all the way down to 4 hour or 15-minute CE. It's the only place it can manipulate. Hmm. 15-minute IFVG. This is an IFV. I mean, yeah, it could. It's possible, but not that good of a look. Nice move, boys. Nice move. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. Absolutely beautiful. Everybody should be so damn green right now, bro. Everybody should be so damn green. You gonna check out gold today? No. No. I don't trade gold in New York, so definitely not. Come on, baby. Get up there. 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 So close. We're so close. We're so close. We are so close. Get there. Get there. Get there. Just pass my alpha. Let's go, man. Let's fucking go. Let's go. So close. Come on. Come on, boy. Get up there. I'll move it like just slightly lower off the high just to be safe. We got 1 minute left here until this 10 a.m. opens up. Where this is going to manipulate to, I literally do not know, bro. I do not know. I have not a damn clue. Come on. Just a boom, little boom like that, like a little boom, just a little boom. That's all I need. Move this to 2 and just keep 1 remaining. Come on, boy. All right, here is the 10 a.m. open in 3, 2, 1, and there it is. There's the 10 a.m. open. Not a damn clue where this manipulates, bro. Like, literally no clue at all. No clue whatsoever. Green on the day, took the IVG. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Very nice. I'm closing it now. Yeah, you could close it now if you want. I mean, we're close enough to the TP. We're, what, 8 points away? Now we're only 3 points away. Come on, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing here? It's just so, it's twerking on my level, bro. It's so close. Bro, who's selling up here? There we go. Boom, baby. W in the chat. That is the TP that we had here for this trade. I'm going to go ahead and move this stop loss a little bit higher now. So for the final 1 micro I got, I'm moving it up. Yo, everybody give me some W's in this chat right now, bro. Everybody give me some W's in this chat. Everybody better spam W's. Beautiful trade to start off this New York sesh right here. Let's go, baby. Hell yeah. That's how we do it. Fire. Fire, 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 fire. Okay, this 996 25k basically, right up here. This is up next. This 25996. That's up next. So watch that 25996. Daily FVG. Yep, that's 996. 996 is the daily FVG. So that's probably where I take this last piece off. I take this last piece off at the 996 level, right at the daily FVG. And that's my full trade. My full TP is right there. And then I'll give you guys a quick little breakdown into this trade. I'm looking to scalp into there. Yeah, you can. Remember, this 4 hour still sketch, bro. So this to me now looks like we may actually go up into this daily fair value gap. The daily gap ends up being the manipulation leg for this 4 hour, and we sell back down. So that's why I'm just going to look to close this full out at the daily gap. But yeah, this 4 hour for sure something to monitor. Right? No manipulation leg lower, so keep that in mind. News related to FMC, choppy the market? No, not really. Meeting minutes is priced in. Yeah, if you guys want to get the levels, like the level that I had down here, literally at the bottom that I gave to you guys at, what was it, 70 something, 72, whatever it was. If you guys want levels like that, they're only in the premium Discord. I show exactly how to get those levels. Not something I publicly teach here. That should just twerked on my, there we go. Boom, bro. Full TP, guys. Full TP. Oh, what a day. That is how we do it, bro. That is how we do it. Boom. Everybody better use code key on Apex, Alpha, TPT, all of the above. Everybody better use code key now. Okay. Pausing the music. We're going to do a top down. All right? You guys ready? All right. Do a top down analysis. Top down analysis. Get that. Okay, so yesterday, if you guys remember Asia Live, I mentioned how this was more than likely the low of day, right? This Asia low was more than likely the low of day that we put in here, and we were trading the longs all the way up during Asia. Now, what this thing did here for this 6 a.m. 4 hour to get a manipulation leg is somehow it came all the way down almost 200 points into this 4 hour fair value gap, right? Now, this 4 hour gap is where we look to obviously frame our entries, because not only do we have a 4 hour gap there, but we also have 1 hour gap here as well. And this is fresh PD arrays. And we have a 15-minute gap, right? 2 of them right there. So this area we know is very solid for a potential manipulation leg. So 4 hour gap is the one that I really want to draw your guys' attention to. Because it's the highest time frame. So whenever we get a buy model out of the highest time frame gap, it ends up being higher probability. By the way, this thing is still pumping, bro. My goodness gracious. Anyways, so we come down into this 4 hour. What is the aligned time frame of the 4 hour? Let's make this interactive. What's the aligned time frame for 4 hour, guys? Everybody knows the answer to this. Boom, 15-minute. Thank you very much. So 15-minute is the aligned time frame for the 4 hour. What exactly are we looking for here on the 15-minute? Well, we're looking for a liquidity sweep. So that's number one right here, liquidity sweep. We're looking for SMT. We have SMT at this low. We're looking for a change in state of delivery. That is our entry trigger. So this is the change in state of delivery right here. Closure above this candle is the change in state of delivery. We end up getting that right there. That's when the entry takes place, and nice and easy push higher, okay? Now, obviously, if you go back to the live, coming into this, I was bearish, okay? So, okay, here, look. I'm going to explain to you guys the importance of being able to change your bias, okay? When I came into today, what was I saying? I'm bearish. I'm bearish. I want this to go lower, blah, blah, blah. I was bearish. But there's always something that will invalidate your bias, right? Always an invalidation of your bias. And what was the invalidation of my bias? My invalidation of my bias was a 15-minute change in state of delivery out of this 4 hour gap. Why? Because that's an actionable long setup, right? That is a actionable long setup that we can take. And so that was my invalidation. We end up getting that invalidation, and as soon as we get that, I took long. Okay? So even though my overall bias was bearish, I still end up taking long, and I still end up green on the day. That is something that a lot of you guys can learn from, because there's too many people that just get married and stuck to a bias. And you know, like they have no idea how to change their bias at all, ever. Okay. Now, let me make this abundantly clear. Okay. Down here, there was 3 different entries, not one, right? So this was the change in state of delivery that I took, but there were 2 other entries, 2 additional entries that I would have taken had I been bullish on the day today, right? So not only did we have a potential 5-minute change in state of delivery here, but remember, because we have an hourly gap, right? We had a potential 5-minute change in state here, which would have given us the entry at 9:40 as opposed to 9:45. But also we had a 1-minute change in state of delivery, right? The 1 minute change in state, you go from the low to right here. And this is where the 1 minute change in state of delivery would have been. You could have gotten a 1 minute change in state too at 9:42 a.m., right? So that is those are additional entries that you could have taken if you were bullish here. Now, because I was bearish, I was trying to take the highest time frame one because that's the highest probability. So to me, that's the one that I ended up taking. Granted, we had a decent chunk of risk on that, but what was the RR on the full TP here? So I believe the tree was somewhere around there. Stop loss was the low. Full TP was almost a 2R, 1.81R. 1.81R for the full TP. So that's one of the lower R multiple trades that I would have ever taken, but still nonetheless like a good looking trade setup. A beautiful Asia, a beautiful New York. I mean, we couldn't have asked for anything better here, right? It was sick. It was amazing. So yeah, that's it. 4-hour PO3 from the daily FVG. What do you think, buddy? Yeah, I like it, buddy. I like it, littlest of buddies. What I would do here for this PO3 is I would be looking to take a Wick CE, right? This 15-minute closes, and I would take a Wick CE if anything. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. I'm all out. I personally would not be taking any more longs for the rest of today. I would be trying to take short targeting this low, right? And then once we do that, maybe then long again, maybe, right? But I would be looking for this low to get taken here. Otherwise, no longs, right? You guys know I need that 4-hour to manipulate if I'm taking a long at all. So that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you guys all banked. If you guys are green with me, lock out, walk away. Why? Because we're going to have an Asia session tonight where we're going to do the same thing, okay? So don't get all greedy. Don't try to make more money. Don't try to do any of that. Lock out, walk away. Asia session is going to be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, okay? So that's it. That's all I got. Have a beautiful day, guys. And yeah, peace out, man. Peace out.